Hello and welcome to my website. I am passionate about cooking, but what I love even more is sharing good food with family and friends. Welcome to Sunday Dinner. Hi, I'm Tracy Elise. Sunday dinner is not just about food, it's an expression of love. It's a tradition in many families across many different cultures. For me, Sunday dinner has special meaning because it reminds me of when we used to eat Sunday dinner at my mother's house every week. My friends, my family, my sister, folks from the neighborhood would gather in my mother's kitchen in anticipation of a delicious meal. In 2007, my mom passed away suddenly. A while before she died, I had her write down all of our family recipes. And I have to admit, from time to time when I miss her, I pull that recipe book out and I just thumb through the pages and look at her handwriting and her words and all of the yummy recipes that we would cook together for Sunday dinner. I hope these recipes are a source of fun and good food and nutrition for you and your family for many years to come. Welcome to Sunday Dinner. Let's get in the kitchen and start cooking. Please take a moment and look around the website, and don't forget to check out my videos where I prepare some of my favorite recipes. Hi, and welcome to Sunday Dinner. I'm your host, Tracy Elise. Now, we have a lot to do, so let's get started. A few little housekeeping things. We have 4 segments to complete our Sunday dinner. Our first segment will have 2 easy dishes, deviled eggs and Waldorf salad. Let's jump right into it with our Waldorf salad. Our ingredients: green Granny Smith apples, red delicious apples, celery, grapes, mayonnaise, raisins, apple cider vinegar, kosher salt, black pepper, and the 2 non-traditional ingredients, peaches and sunflower seeds. Let's get into this salad. First, I'm going to cut up our red delicious apples. Now, I really like to use red delicious apples just because they're nice and sweet. Some people will use Gala apples. I just think these are better. And if you can see, I'm cutting these into nice big chunks so that when you're eating the salad, you get some nice flavor, okay? So I'll just put those in the bowl. Now, we're gonna go ahead and get our green apple, our Granny Smith apple. Put that right there for a second. And again, nice big chunks on this. Now, what the Granny Smith apple brings to the salad is that more tart flavor. So you're getting the sweet from the red delicious and then the tart, and that's really yummy. So now, next, I've already cut up our grapes. And what I've done is you can use either green grapes or red grapes, but you wanna slice them in half, okay? And just add those. And then we have celery. I like to take about a stalk or 2 of the celery. And again, just smaller stalks. So we can add that to our mixture. And then we're gonna add our peaches. Now, for the peaches, they really need to be a little bit on the firm side. So you don't have to worry about them being, sort of nice and mushy the way you like them when you're gonna eat them. They really need to be firm for the consistency of the salad. We have raisins, and you're gonna add about, a third of a cup. And then we're going to add a tablespoon of cider vinegar. Just add that around. And then we're going to add our mayonnaise. Now, for the mayonnaise, it's about a half a cup, maybe a cup. Okay, start out with a half a cup. Keep a little on the side. If you need to add more, that's fine. Now, that looks pretty good. Now, we're gonna add our sunflower seeds. And for the sunflower seeds, it's about 1/3 cup. You can add more if you like them. Just adds a little crunchiness and a little texture. Just a pinch of kosher salt. Okay, a pinch and a half kosher salt, okay? And a couple turns of our cracked black pepper, and then we'll mix that all together. And you just get that all mixed together. And then what you'll do, after you get all your ingredients together, I like to go ahead and just cover this mixture, put it in the refrigerator for at least 2 hours, and then take it out and you're ready to go. Don't go anywhere, deviled eggs are next. 1 dish down, 4 dishes to go until we're eating Sunday dinner. Now, this next dish is also pretty easy, deviled eggs. Deviled eggs are a favorite for any type of gathering. Now, let's keep it rolling and go ahead and start with our ingredients. So, for this dish, your ingredients will be, of course, eggs. Then you have mayonnaise, relish, mustard, yellow mustard, chili seasoning, and paprika. What we'll do first is we will cut our eggs in half. Just slice them in half and then take your yolk and put them in the bowl. Now, I cook all the time, so I'm going to give you sort of estimates for how much it is, but you kind of have to just feel it and do it to taste. So I'm going to use roughly 3 heaping tablespoons of the mayo, and the same for the relish. Okay? And we're going to use about a 1/2 teaspoon of the mustard and a 1/4 teaspoon of our chili powder seasoning. Okay, and then we just mix it up. That looks good. Okay, now, I've already got some started here, so I'll go ahead and take these, add these back to our plate. It's easier to go ahead and fill your deviled eggs with them already in the plate. That's very important. You want to just garnish it with a little paprika. You don't have to, it just makes it look pretty on the plate. And there you go, deviled eggs. I told you those were easy. So we've done deviled eggs and Waldorf salad. Coming up, smothered chicken. See you next time. For copies of these recipes and more, go to sundaydinner.net. It's almost dinner time. Let's get to our entree, which is smothered chicken. Smothered chicken is the essence of comfort food. It's a dish that everyone can enjoy. Let's get started. Our ingredients for the smothered chicken are pretty simple. You have chicken cut in thin layers, you have onion soup mix, flour, and then our spices, which is kosher salt, all-purpose seasoning, and cracked black pepper. Now, let's go ahead and start seasoning. Let's do the cracked black pepper first and just get a nice layer on there. Our all-purpose seasoning has a little bit of flour in it, a little bit of salt in it too, along with pepper. So we don't want to be too heavy with that. Okay, great. And then just a little kosher salt. And we'll just do it in reverse now. Okay, that smells good. And last, our cracked black pepper. Okay, now I'm going to put this to the side, and then I'm going to get a bowl so that we can dredge our chicken in our flour and onion soup mixture. And then one by one, we'll just dredge our chicken breast in the onion mix with the flour. Make sure you get a nice thick coating on this chicken because this is what will make our gravy. Now that we have our chicken floured on both sides, we can go over to the stovetop and fry it up. And now it's time to saute our chicken. What we have is a non-stick pan. I use an all cast iron pan. It's been in our family for decades. Anyway, you take a nice hot skillet and you put a little extra virgin olive oil into your pan. Okay. And you just need enough just to get a nice layer that covers the bottom of the pan. Okay, after that, now I like to use my fingers on this part, just go ahead and put your chicken into the pan. Okay? Now, it's really important that once you get your chicken in the pan, you just leave it right there because you don't want any of that good flour to come off into your pan. Okay? You want it to stay on the chicken. Okay? So now, we wait for a few moments and let that saute on one side. And now it looks like it's ready, so we'll go ahead and saute it on the next side. Looks like it's almost done. Okay, so now we're gonna take this out of our skillet and put it on a plate and put it to the side, just not too far away because we're gonna be coming back to it in just a few moments. Okay, now we wanna put our onions into the hot pan. We're gonna saute our onions until they get nice and translucent. And that just takes a couple of minutes. And you know, we'll stir it around a little bit. We've got a little bit of our flour mixture here. So all of that is going to coat our onions, and that is going to be the stock or the basis of our gravy. That's our smothered part of our smothered chicken. Now we're gonna just pour about 2 cups of our water over our sauteed onions. Once we've poured our water into our pan, all of that flour that's attached to our sauteed onions will act as the basis of our gravy for our smothered chicken. So we want to let that come to a nice boil, a nice bubble, okay? Now, once that's cooked down and started bubbling very nicely, we're gonna go ahead and use our tongs and get our chicken and put it back into the pan. That smells fantastic. Okay, now, just let this cook down for a little bit until the gravy thickens and you have smothered chicken. So that's it. That's our smothered chicken. This is an easy and great tasting entree for Sunday dinner or for any day of the week. Okay, so here's our entree, smothered chicken. I have it plated over white rice. Smells delicious. 2 more dishes to go until Sunday dinner. We have collard greens and carrot cake. See you next time.
For copies of these recipes and more, go to Sunday Dinner.